Well, I say if you are driving a foreign car that's dented up, you obviously can't afford it. This fool hit me up the very next day, the 29th, asking when can they expect payment. I said to myself, damn, I just admitted the ledger balance. And he knows it was after business hours, 4:30 p.m., when he sent me the ledger balance. Like I said, the county ended up denying my application, but the rep passed me over to a state rep, and long story short, they had a program that would help me. I did have to go to court, but I had my application in for assistance even before I went to court. Like I said, the Most High is so good. He always looking out for me, even when I don't deserve it. I should have been homeless out on the streets, but he saved me, yet again. After I seen the judge, I get a call from this lady named Lakeisha A. When I tell you this lady is a real one, she is, and I am truly thankful for her. God used this lady. I was not even out of court before she had everything together. The state paid $5,070.68. This included July, August, September, and October. They paid the court fees, they paid everything. And I had this whole ordeal expunged off my record. See how I'm being honest? I did not have to tell you this. You would have never known, but I have nothing to hide and no reason to lie. Oh yeah, and they paid $898 for my electric bill as well. Ain't God good? I'm talking about a real manifestation, and I went to relay all of this to the property manager and got he's no longer with the company. Baby, won't he do it? Yes, Lord, I shit about Honda. Speaking in tongues. Cracking the fuck up. Like I said, I just want people to know that they don't have to struggle. Yes, ATL, DC, LA, NYC, Miami, and Houston, which I love Houston, may have hot gay scenes, but baby, it's never fun sleeping on the next big couch or floor. Minneapolis might be boring with a whack gay scene, but the money as well as resources are here. I did start back working on September 21st, 2023 for a delivery service partner, third-party company for Amazing. The work was okay, but the DSP is trashy, unorganized, and very deceitful. But I knew this from the whole hiring process. I knew from the interview that this was not a long-term job. I knew I was definitely not going to be out in negative 40-degree wind chill weather trying to deliver packages to people. No. The owner of the DSP is a goofball. If he lost his contract with Amazing, I would not be surprised because he, like his company, is very deceitful. He put out an ad that says you can have up to 200 deliveries, but he has the times listed from 9:45 a.m. to 7:45 p.m. He figures if it takes you longer than 7:45 p.m. to deliver packages on your route, then you have to stay beyond 7:45 p.m. And sometimes you won't be done with work until 9:45 p.m. But he did not say this in the interview. Oh, he thought he was slick. I sure showed him. See, the DSP, gets penalized by Amazing for all the packages brought back that was not delivered. If I am being fair, the situation of the DSP getting penalized by Amazing is not fair to the DSPs because I will show up to work at 9:45 a.m. and literally have to sit for up to an hour at times waiting for the carts of packages to arrive to load into my delivery van, which is on Amazing, not the DSPs. But what the DSP is not going to do is take it out on me. No, sir. One time I came back to the station with over 40 packages that was not delivered because it was 7:30 p.m. and I was done for that day. By the time I made it back to the station, cleaned out the truck and parked, it would have been 7:45 p.m. They was mad as hell talking about why didn't you call dispatch? But then I hear people who was still out in the field calling dispatch, who was right in front of me, and dispatch was asking, Well, I know it's after 8 p.m., but can you deliver a few more packages? See, they don't care about MDOT's rules of how drivers can't be on the road for over 10 hours, and it starts from the time you punch in. Some of the areas are very rural to the point where there are no street lights and you can't see a thing. I was not about to get shot by some white man who knows I'm making a delivery but just wanted to shoot a black man and would later try to justify his actions by saying I was on his property after dark. We have seen this time and time before, but people act like it won't happen until it does. That's when everyone wants to act all surprised. Well, not me. Go find someone else to take advantage of. That's why I didn't call, because me showing back up to the station because I'm done at the time I was hired to be done, which is 7:45 p.m., was my answer to their question that they would have asked me. The last straw with them was how they watched me load a delivery van that they knew was broken down and watched me drive off. I did not even make it halfway to my first stop before the van went crazy with all of the lights on the dashboard coming on. I have video evidence of this. I tried to call dispatch, but no answer. I called the owner's wife, who I dealt with mostly, but no answer. I sat for about 20 minutes before trying to call them back again. They didn't even return my phone call. I could tell these people definitely did not like me. I mean, the owner of the DSP was kind of rude and seemed like he didn't even want to hire me because he thought I couldn't do the job. He kept asking me things like, you sure you can do this work? This site not too far for you? You sure you can make it here? I told him I was interested in his company because they paid weekly. But he even tried to get me to go with other DSPs. Overall, just not very welcoming at all. The crew was cool, but the management sucked. The situation with the van happened on the last day that I worked for them. I had to drive the broken down van back to the site, more time being wasted in which I knew my whole day was shot, and wait for them to find a van for me to deliver in. At first they tried to put me in some big huge truck that I know I cannot drive, and in fact you have to be trained on how to drive it, but they were willing to just put me in there, but I said no. I had seen right then and there that these people don't care about my safety at all. They are a poor ass company. I finally got a delivery van and people barely helped me load the new van, which sucked, but whatever. I already knew that I was done at 7:15 p.m. They just didn't know that. I told the management right then and there that if they wanted all their packages delivered, they should send help, or I will probably bring back another 40 packages. I did receive a little help, but I did what I said. At 7:15 p.m., I called dispatch and basically told him, the guy working dispatch, who was from some St. Paul DSP, that I was on my way back to the station. If they wanted the rest of these packages delivered, he could send someone to meet me, otherwise I'm on my way. This fat ass black boy with titties, dispatch, tried to get live with me on the phone saying, no, you need to stay out until at least 8:45 p.m. I said, no, what I need to do is get off at the time I was hired to get off of, which is 7:45 p.m. And in case you didn't notice, this is not me asking you, this is me telling you what I'm going to do. All he could say was, all right, and I hung up the phone as he was saying that because I was heated. I got back to that station ready to dog a motherfucker. I brought in all the packages I was returning. I'm sure they got penalized again because they thought that they were going to play with me. It's no fun when they are getting hit in the pockets by Amazing for all the packages not being delivered. I talked to a rep from Amazing that seemed to look like he wanted the tea of what went down. He came off as he was looking for tea to get them in trouble. Well, if that was the case, baby, I sang like a bird. I told him about the truck, and he told me that they knew it was broken down because what happened to me happened to another guy that drove the truck on my day off. It was confirmed when I had a flashback, them damn spiritual gifts shaking my head, of when I finally talked to the owner's wife, parentheses, who handled the daily operations, about what happened with the truck, and I heard the boy with the titties that was doing dispatch say, oh yeah, that was the truck that had problems yesterday. After I spoke with him, parentheses, the amazing rep that wanted the tea, I went over to my DSP's area to sign out, and the owner was there before he could even speak. I said, "Oh, we need to talk." I noticed he didn't want to talk in private, so I let him have it right there in front of everyone. I said, "First of all, I don't appreciate what happened today. Your people basically sat there and watched me load a van that they knew was broken down. This caused me to get a very late start into my day, and the bottom line is you did not tell me during the interview process that we would have to work up until 9:45 p.m. I was hired to work until 7:45 p.m. as it says in your ad. I am not working until 8:45 p.m. and damn sure not working until 9:45 p.m. He tried to deflect and act confused. He said, "I said it could be up to 200 packages, and how many did you deliver? We have people that do up to 200 packages, and they get done before you." Now this is a complete lie. What he didn't say was these people are the ones the floaters are helping so they can get done early. The routes are city routes, parentheses, not rural routes, meaning those type of routes that are in the city don't have these long ass hidden driveways that rural routes have, which take a long time to drive up or walk up to deliver the package. I can't even imagine how people do the routes I was doing in the winter when it's really bad outside. And people cut corners like putting the package in a customer's mailbox, which is against federal law. But hey, this company don't care about the laws anyway. But his little short, ugly ass with his spaced out little teeth and hair that looks like a bunch of spiders gathered on top to have a meeting kept trying to throw how some of his other people do more work and get done before me up in my face. I told him, "Look, I don't give a damn about your other people. I haven't even been here 3 weeks. I just started. I am not them. They are not me. And just because the ad says up to 200 stops doesn't mean that I will have 200 packages every day because all of your routes don't have 200 stops. The bottom line is you have deceptive, misleading information on your ad and you fail to mention these details in the interview. Your company is unorganized, deceptive with how you have us just go through the vehicle inspection, clicking without even inspecting the vehicle. Maybe this is why you forgot to tell me about the truck and I'm not working until 8:45 p.m., let alone 9:45 p.m. He said, "Thank you for your feedback." And I said, "You're welcome," and walked off. I haven't been back since. And that was on October 12, 2023. I am not playing about my self-worth and standing up for myself. I have had enough with these companies trying to take advantage of me, and I will not stand for it any longer. Excuse me. I will say this though. I was happy to get a few paychecks coming in because I was happy to buy cleaning supplies and a few other things that my place had been needing. After I knew that I would be staying in my place, I unpacked all of my things and did a mass cleaning. I even started cooking again. Finally, I was getting back to me. I did find another job at a call center this time. Nothing too mentally exhausting like at CASCOM, or so I thought, and it was good to be going back into an office type setting. I grew tired of working from home. I felt like a prisoner in my home, which is why I started doing Uber/Lyft more, just to get out of the house. The job seemed cool, but to be honest, I thought it was just CASCOM in general that I grew tired of. It was actually being on the phones in a customer service/problem solver role. The job was dealing with healthcare insurance. I will be informing clients of their benefits. Although I was not selling insurance, the company I worked for could be liable if I gave wrong information. Now, I do agree with the companies being held liable for misinformation given. What I did not want to run into was that one client that already knows that they're in the wrong in regards to whatever situation at hand, but trying to scheme/scam so they can call in trying to catch the rep up playing mind games. I was done with the mind games over the phone. After the first day, I was out. I quit. I had another job lined up that I really wanted, making a few dollars more, and it was right around the corner from my apartment, which was good because I was having trouble with my car. I would need a new transmission. The hours are perfect, even though after spring it picks up to 10-hour days, 6 days a week, but I am off before 3 p.m. That's good because I have to build my finances back up anyway. It is my current job, factory/warehouse for a great company in the auto industry. I love the fact that I really don't have to talk to anyone. I can just do my work and it stays at work. The job is very physical, so I feel like I get a workout as well. I'm not sitting on my ass all day. I am up moving around, and when I leave work, I feel like I have actually worked. Nothing will ever beat good old-fashioned human labor. Side note, it's amazing how people get taxed for human labor. I really don't get that. Like, how can you tax me for my labor? But anyway, my mental is slowly getting better as well because I feel like I am doing something. I am doing something. I have released the trauma bonds from previous partners and started back focusing on me. I am truly getting back to me, not too focused on dating because I can be by myself. I know that I will not work this job for 20 years. I have a destiny awaiting me, but until I am profiting off my work, I'd rather need a job to pay these bills. It's okay to have dreams/goals, but we have to live in reality as well. Parentheses, bills. The Most High has provided for me this whole time. I'm good. One of my big goals is to transfer my job to Texas. Even if I don't keep it and find a better job, it will be a great job to start off with. I have been wanting to move to Texas for a while now. I have been a few times, more than a few to be honest, and it truly felt like home. I even know the apartment I want to rent. I don't want a house. Today is January 14, 2024. Don't expect me to say, Happy New Year's! Because according to the Most High, our Creator, the New Year starts in March. I am so glad that the holiday magical spell has worn off and now everyone is back to their normal. From October to January 2nd, most people are under the holiday spell. Not too much has changed. I started the new job in November of 2023 and things have been going great at work. I'm still practicing abstinence, not looking for a partner, and I spent the holidays alone. I am Native and Negro, so I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, Saturnalia, Christmas, or the New Year according to man in the free world. I only said the New Year according to man in the free world because different countries, Nepal, India, and Korea, just to name a few, are not in the same year as us, who are in America. I did not do anything for Christmas. It was just another day for me. I've never, parentheses, in 8 years, put up a Christmas tree in my apartment. Anyway, child, my car finally died on me while I was at work. I needed a new transmission. Dodge is notorious for bad transmission. Rest in peace to my black beauty, December 2023. I can't remember the exact day, but I know it was in the first half of December. I don't feel bad because I truly got my money's worth out of that car. I used it to go back and forth to Ohio, even drove to Louisiana, so I definitely put miles on it. 150,000 to be exact. A little bit over that. I still owe 13,000 on the 2018 trucks, and I just felt it was not worth saving. To be honest, I figured, hell, I let the 07 Chevy Cobalt get repoed, and in 2018 was able to drive off the lot with a 2018 0 miles, no down payment, just a trade-in. In a few years, I'll be alright, but for now, I'll just get a cash car, something to get me from point A to point B. I don't really go anywhere or do anything. I have no family or friends anyway, so it's all good. And it's not like I didn't know what was coming. It was weird not having a car. No more going to the mall for a while. It was the first time I had to walk home from work, but it wasn't cold outside, which was surprising because normally it would be. In Minneapolis, it starts to get cold after October, and if you know anything about the area, Minnesota, Wisconsin, North Dakota, Iowa, it gets freezing cold, -40 wind chill. I look at it as the Most High knew my car would die and that I would have to walk for a time. So he changed the weather for me. All praises to the Most High. And just a side note, I didn't have the money at the time to get the car fixed. I mean, I went to the car shop. You know, they wanted $4,500 to fix that transmission, and I mean, I don't got that. And if I have that, I might as well just get a new car, you know. And so then I called around. They wanted $3,500, you know, around that. So I don't have that, you know, just laying around. And so you know, I had to let it go. I don't feel bad, you know. I've been without a car before, you know. Like I said, I don't stay down for long. So I know that, you know, no, right now I'm doing the Uber and Lyft thing, and to be perfectly honest, I kind of enjoy it. It was 54 degrees the day before Christmas, and that was very unusual for Minneapolis. Ask anyone familiar with the area. The next day, I caught a Lyft to work, but I would walk home to save money. The distance from my apartment to the job is only 3 miles, so the walk was not that bad. It would take me about 45 minutes because I use shortcuts. I would be heated, parentheses angry, walking home after a 10-hour shift, parentheses not gonna lie, but hey, sink or swim. The day after my car died, I will never forget how I felt a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. I was stressed having to constantly worry about it cutting off. This was before my current job. I was stressed because I was doing Uber/Lyft for money to eat and take care of bills while I was in between jobs. I knew that I was being tested, and I was over it. I was over all the lessons, ascensions, and tests. My faith did slip a little. I was mad at the Most High, Spirit, Divine, all of them. Although I did not publicly speak or post, I said some foolish things that I do regret, and I do apologize to the Most High. He has been great to me in spite of my ways. It wasn't until I went through all that I went through that I even realized how blessed I am. But I am truly thankful to the Most High, Yeshua, Christ, and Walk, the Holy Spirit. It went from why me to I can't believe he really chose me out of all people. It was truly a moment where all of my trials and experiences were making sense. No one can tell me that I am not chosen by the Most High. I see how he has been a positive impact in my life. I felt how Moses felt when he found out he had to lead Israel, or when Peter cursed and swore while denying Christ. But here I am, still just like them. After a few paychecks came in, I was able to start putting money on my Lyft/Uber account to get rides to and from work. I was able to start putting groceries in my home and getting caught up on bills. I will admit, after always having my own car since 16 and always being the one to give rides, it felt good to be chauffeured for a change. I recently had a visit to my doctor, and I'm doing great. I'm still undetectable because I take my meds. If you are wondering, have I talked to my family? No, I haven't spoken to my dad in 2 years, and it's been a while for the rest of my family. I don't keep track of that timeline anymore. I am doing good. I am working, paying my bills, minding my business, and just getting back to me. Not having a car will not stop me. Trust me, I won't be down for long. I never am. #blessed. On January 11th, 2024, I deleted the rest of my followers off of my first Instagram page that is private and will remain private. On that page, I talk about spirituality, and you will see more of me personally from day to day. It really was no hard feelings on my end. I just felt like I wasn't really interacting with anyone. So why are we here? I knew that I was still being stalked by a few losers as well, but I love being the one that got away. I wanted to put more focus on this current Instagram page. I came to the conclusion of I will accept who I feel is worthy and loyal onto my other page. I honestly don't want to deal with anyone from my past. I am not looking to reconcile any past friendships or potential relationships. I am open to new things, people, and possibilities. If you didn't say what you needed to say to me back then, don't say nothing to me now, unless you are confirming what someone did to me behind my back. I always love to hear the tea about me. And that's it. That is it. That's been my life up until this point. And I thank you for, you know who I want to thank? I want to thank Monique. I want to thank Monique. Mo to the Neek. From Be More. I want to thank her. For real. Because she spoke some truth on that Club Shay Shay interview. Man, she been speaking truth for years. I know exactly how she feel. And I'm gonna, I didn't mean to do no harm or nothing like that, but I screen recorded a piece of that interview. That man, is like she spoke to me. Like, I love to share things music wise, you know, comedy, you know, anything that, cause so many things you can use so many different things to express how you feel. That's why I love music, because sometimes it's like I can't put into words how I feel, but it might be a song that resonates with exactly how I feel. And you know, so I speak a lot through music, and I'm gonna share what I screen recorded, the part of the interview. I'm watching it right now. Actually, I stopped watching it to do this because I knew that I was close to finishing, you know, pretty much my life at this point. You know, that's it. But I'm gonna share something that she said when she spoke about her family. Baby, that's exactly where I'm at. I don't want no beef. I don't even care. I just want to go on, move on with my life. And she said something so key. You think because we family that I'm just supposed to take you mistreating me, and you just think that you can just waltz back in, all everything's good, you know. No, that's how your ass grew up. That's what you grew up believing. I'm a different type of breed. I used to sit here on, like, I remember I would tell my family all the time, when I grow up, we not gonna speak. We're not gonna be close. I knew from like an early age that this would happen. I knew it. I didn't know that, you know, I would grow up and be in my own apartment, you know, and all of that. But I knew that one day I would not speak to these people. I would not deal with these people. You know, and there's really no hatred on my end. You know, I love my family, you know, but I'm not about to be sitting around taking people abuse, taking people, you know, gossiping about me. You know what I'm saying? I got a auntie that gossip about everybody, but her son is a pedophile, touching on underage girls. You know, daughter is a fucking false prophet who was victimized. She was a victim of pedophilia herself. Oh, I'm sorry, nobody wants to look at it like that. Oops. But it's the truth. It's the truth. So, hey, it is what it is. I don't give no fucks. My last name is Savage. The blood that runs through my veins is from Reverend Dr. Harvey Victor Savage. That's one thing that nobody will ever be able to deny. And I'm going to take this name and I'm going to do something great. I am somebody. I know who I am. I know the gifts that I have. Like I said, can't nobody make me feel less than. Especially no motherfuckers that ain't even made it out of Toledo. Or they mama house. So, I thank y'all. Thank you for, taking the time. And like I said, man, I'm not looking for nobody's sympathy. I'm really not. I'm just sharing my life story. I'm fine. I'm healthy. I live life. I don't know what else. The videos coming after this is gonna be my lessons, and I'm gonna say some things that probably not gonna be liked, but all I ask is people see what I don't like about this community, right, that I'm walking away from. What I don't like is everybody so rah rah rah, got all this hardcore energy. But soon as that spotlight come on, everybody quiet, everybody mute. Now keep the same energy. When I get to talking about trans people, keep in mind, y'all do misgender each other. You do. Call each other all by your boy names and everything else. But then when these celebrities, these straight celebrities say something, oh, they gotta get canceled. Why is that? That's not right. I don't agree with that. And ain't nobody putting me up to nothing. Ain't nobody putting me up to nothing. I ain't, if I'm doing something for a coin, baby, where's the coin? Cause a damn sure ain't got it. Nah, this is how I really feel. Somebody need to call this community on their bullshit. And I guess it's gonna be me. And I'm not saying that it's just me. But damn it, this shit is getting out of control. You got a motherfucker sitting up here giving the devil a lap dance. The fuck is wrong with you? You that starved for attention? You that starved for where you feel like you gotta troll these people? And then what's so sad is the biggest troll is gonna be you when you really gotta give that motherfucker a lap dance. You gonna sit there and act like, oh, I didn't know. You knew what you was doing. You did it for a coin. Came out with them shoes for a coin. It's like, how can you be so damn dumb? This shit ain't no game. And if these motherfucking church people ain't gonna speak out, I guess I will. You a fool. And I'm not a hater. Like, he got one song that I do like. But I never liked that Old Town Road shit. I never liked that. That shit was trash to me. He did have one that was a banger though. But when he started getting into all this devil worshiping, it's like, nigga, we already got enough explaining to do. What the fuck you doing? Are you dumb? Clearly you are. Damn, anything for a buck? And then the community will get mad at me, but what about this motherfucker? He's selling us out too. Spiritually. Like I said, motherfuckers already got enough explaining to do. We don't need that. We ain't with that. You go on ahead and get that thing a lap dance by your damn self. I'm good. I'm good. I don't support that. And I really don't really rock with him all like that. I mean, he just like that other one. Sad.